Hi everybody, welcome to my flosstube. My name is Doreen and my business is Privies and Prims, and my channel is about cross stitch and punch needle. I do throw a little wool applique in there and other things sometimes, but this mostly today is punch needle, and actually it's mostly about a retreat and cross stitch. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I've had a lot of new subscribers. And the last time I checked, I was only 50 subscribers away from 3,000. So if you have not subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. You just click on that subscribe button and then click on the little bell and mark all so you get notified when I post a new video. When I do reach 3,000 subscribers, I am going to have some extra giveaways. So you do need to be a publicly subscribed member for that, or viewer. So thank you to all those that have followed along with me. I am happy to have every one of you here. I appreciate all of you. So first thing I want to do today is just say, like, my mind is still just a little blown away from the retreat last week. If you're new to my channel, I hosted my first cross stitch retreat last week, and it was held at a campground. We had a gorgeous building to stitch in with lots of natural light. We had girls in rentals. One stayed in a motel nearby. The campground does have plenty of rentals there for people to stay in if they don't have a camper. And then a lot of us camped in our campers. So we just had a great time. It was completely exhausting for me, but so much fun. And we are doing it again in March, and I've opened it to 40 people. And as of right now, we have 33 already booked. So there are only 7 spots left for the March retreat. It is March 14th to the 17th in Maggie Valley, North Carolina. So all of the information for that is on Privies and Prims Facebook page. There is a link there to the event page that is pinned on the Privies and Prims Facebook page, so you can check that out. So for those of you that had talked to me there at the retreat, you know that I said I was going camping when I left there, and I was going to go rest for a couple days, because if I didn't, I knew I would come home and work right away. Well, what happened is I came home and I worked right away. So I left the campground on Thursday morning at 11:30, and I was going to David Crockett Birthplace State Park in Limestone, Tennessee. So I got about 45 minutes into my ride, and I was in Newport, Tennessee. And there is a tiny home village there called Incredible Tiny Homes. And I know someone there, and I was going to stop and visit her because I was going right through Newport. That's where I got off of Route 40 at. So I get off and I'm at the truck stop, and I went in to buy some things so I could have some breakfast foods for my next 3-day stay at the campground. And I realized I didn't have my purse. So I looked in the camper, I looked in the car, and my friend Lois and I had went out to breakfast that morning with Eva and her husband. We went to the Buttered Biscuit, had a great breakfast. So I know that I had my purse when I paid at the restaurant up at the counter. So I called them first, and they did not have my purse. So now I'm 45 minutes from Maggie Valley. So then I remembered that we also went to a gift shop, the Mountaineer Crafts gift shop or something it was called. So I called there, and they said, yes, we found a purse. It was found in the men's bathroom. And I said, that's mine. And she said, you used the men's bathroom? You were in the men's bathroom? And I said, yes, because the bathroom is like behind the gift shop. It's like you walk this little boardwalk outside, like a deck walk, and there's a men's and a women's next to each other. And I said, my friend Lois, she was in the women's, so I went in the men's. The door locks, doesn't matter. Well, that's where somebody had found my purse, and thank God they turned it in, because it had money in it, had my credit cards, it would have been a nightmare. They turned it in, and everything was in there. Nothing was bothered. So she said it was an elderly couple that turned it in. So I'm just so thankful to them. I wish there was some way I could contact them and say thank you. But anyway, so then I figured, well, my purse is safe because the cashier had it at the register, and I'm already in Newport. So I went ahead and went to visit my friend over at Incredible Tiny Homes. Well, at that point, I'm an hour from Maggie Valley. So I decided that I was not going to go camping anymore because I would have had to drive an hour back to Maggie Valley to get my purse, and then like another hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes to the other campground. Or I could just drive like an hour and 15, 20 minutes and get home. So I just decided to just get my purse and go home. So it was a very long day. I got home at like 5:40 that night, and it was just so tiring. I was so tired. But I had chocolate candies. If you were at the retreat, you remember the little pretzels with the Rolo candies and the pecans on top? Well, I had some of those left, and I ate those on the way home to keep me awake. So that helped to get that chocolate caffeine in me. So anyway, that all worked out well. So I was so thankful for that. And I just did come home, and I called the campground. I explained what happened, and they were so nice. And because normally I would have forfeited the money that I had paid, but because of what happened, they moved it to another date for me. So that was really good. So that was my sad story for my way home. I feel like I'm still resting from the trip, and my mind is just kind of jello up in here. So if I mess up today, I'm sorry, but I've been putting this off because normally I'm all organized. I have my little list, and everything works smoothly, but today it might just be a mismatch. So, when you go to a retreat, people like give you things, all the little goodies. Well, I haven't even went through them yet. I just went out to my car and looked through the stuff that was still in my car, and there was still stuff in there that I hadn't even unpacked yet. So I've just been so tired. So, and then I had a little minor health issue when I got home, which made me not feel good. So everything's good now. I'm all better. So everything's good. So anyway, I've just had that little setback. So I'm going to go through with you and show you the things that I got. And I am so, so sorry. I don't remember who gave what. I was so busy while I was there. And I do know that when I do the retreat in March, I am simplifying it. And as per request of someone, when I do the punch needle demonstration, it's already on the itinerary for the March event, and it will be a scheduled time. So if you want to be there, you won't miss it. That will be the only thing that I'm demonstrating. So let's get to it. So I think I'll show you first. I will show you, in case you don't want to hear about the retreat, I will go ahead and show you my recent finishes. And then after that, I will show you the stuff from the retreat. So if you don't want to stay for that, then, you can just click off, but I hope you stay. Helps the algorithm if you stay all the way to the end of the video, even if you get up and walk away and go make your supper or whatever. If you just let that video run to the end, it helps my channel. And also, if you give a thumbs up, if you don't want to do a comment, at least give that thumbs up because it helps my channel. So I'm going to show you something that I really, really love. And I just finished this last night. And again, everything is just laying here in front of me. So this is going to be a little bit of everything here. So this is the pattern, and this is what I was stitching at the retreat. It is called Crows in the Corn Pillow Tuck by Primitive Stitchin, and she is on Etsy. It's Shelly A-U-E-N. I don't know how to say that. So I finished this after I got home, and then last night I fully finished it, and I love it. So this is a little mini grater that I got at an antique store. It's really small. This fabric area is only 2.5 by 4 inches. So that's how small it is. It's stitched 1/2 on coffee stained Osnaburg that I coffee stained myself. The trim is from Hobby Lobby, and I coffee stained it also. And the pip berries I already had. And so they're just stuck in there. I went to a sale many, many years ago, and there was a whole bag of these like all loose. So sometimes I do them. I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can get it out. So we just took some of them and just like wrapped that tape around it because they're all just little short pieces. And then, I just stuck them in there. So I'm really happy with how that turned out. Now, the way it's attached, I put magnets on the back of this. I took a piece of cardboard that is the back of just a memo notepad, because it's a thin cardboard, and I put warm and natural batting onto the cardboard, glued that on, and then I wrapped this fabric around the cardboard and glued it to the back. And then I just put 2 magnets on it. So so this can be, I can interchange it and put something else on it if I want to. So I know I'm brilliant, right? Anyway, actually I got that idea from someone else, but not on the cheese grater, but on something else to use the magnets. So anyway, that's it. So I'm really happy with that. So that is in my display. I also finished a punch needle. I'll have to put the name of this down below because I don't remember the name, but it's this Brenda Gervais. And you can see it's small. It's only a 4-inch circle. So that's how I do the back. I just put like a dab of glue around here on the edge. I don't put it out to the side because this is for someone else, and they may want to hand stitch it onto a pillow or something. And then I take a black Sharpie and I got this idea from Teresa Kogut, and I just go on the very edge of the weaver's cloth with black Sharpie so that when this is laying on something, you don't see that white. So, okay. I want to show you something. I have to go get it. Okay, while I was up, I got that other pattern. It is called Merry Mistletoe, and that is Brenda Gervais, and it's available on her website, countrystitchesonline.com. It looks like you do add a little bit of buttons and it looks like wool. You cut some wool leaves and put on there and some buttons. But like I said, this is not for me. This is for someone else. So that is up to her to finish. I'm trying to find a place to put it down. Okay, so the next one I finished, but not fully finished, is Country Rustic Primitives Give Thanks Pillow Tuck. I wanted something really, really easy. After I finished the punch needle, I wanted just a quick little stitch. And you probably can't even see, but it says Give Thanks on there. And this is the finish. I'm super happy with it. I love it. I'm going to make it just into a pillow and stuff it with sawdust. And that again is 1/2 on coffee stained Osnaburg. And I don't think there's any mistakes in it, which is unusual, right? So that is, she's on Etsy, Country Rustic Primitives by Jenny Hoffman. And what I am working on next, or now, which this very well may make me not a monogamous stitcher. This is the Teresa Kogut pattern, and I had it laid out here. Oh, it's on the floor. Hold on. I'm a mess, girls. I'm a mess. And guys, I don't know if there's any guys watching. Hey, if there's any guys watching, let me know. Right in the comments. We will welcome you. Okay, this is Happy House by Teresa Kogut. It was a Patreon pattern. I don't know how much, and I've said this before about this pattern. This is a gift for someone. And I showed my progress on social media, on my Instagram and my Facebook. But I think once I get to the words, I can't show it anymore because it is a gift. And I don't know if they watch or not. I know that they see my Facebook and my Facebook. So I don't know if they watch anything else, but I have to be careful with it because I don't want them to see it. So this is how far I've gotten. I did the border yesterday and the day before. And on my last floss tube, I talked about this, and I just had one little section done because I had to frog it all out. I had done it wrong. And so I sorted it back again the night before last and got the border finished, and it was just one little stitch off. So it is good. I'm calling it good. Now, because nobody would notice. Now, there is something that was not my mistake. It was actually a pattern flaw. And one of these, like, they're supposed to have 7 across and 1 here. And I don't know if it's that one because I can't see it to count it. And then one like below it, they only had 6. And on the pattern, it didn't have like the little line going down. It just had the little ones under it. Anyway, so I contacted Teresa Koga and she told me, yeah, that was a mistake. So I just fixed it. And I have this frame from a thrift store. I thought it was really cool. It's actually, I think it's plastic, but I got it at a Habitat thrift store. And if I put this in here, it is just barely, I think, without taking the frame apart, I think it's just, this frame's really dirty. It's barely just going to get to the edge right here. So I think it was side by side. Yeah. So you can see as I'm pushing it in, it's just barely going to fit. So I'm going to try to use that frame. Of course, I'm going to paint it, but I'm going to try to use that. It's very heavy, and it was $2. So that's what I'm going to try to, because I can't afford to get things custom framed. So I'm hoping that that works. This is, was gifted to me, and it is 28 count even weave. I'll let you see the stitching there. I'm doing 1/2 on 28 count even weave. So, and I did, it's different. So I had to mark the top because I didn't want to make a mistake. I wanted everything to fit. So that was how I did that. And again, this is the pattern. It's probably not on the market yet. You'd have to be a Patreon to get it. And then I got it in her secret shop. What's from January 2023. So I don't know if she has it on her Etsy shop or not. Okay. One thing I want to make is Turkey Time Pillow Tuck Country Rustic Primitives. This is something I'm going to be stitching soon. I just love these little quick ones because then I feel like, you know, you get that sense of accomplishment and you get to put it out and display it, even though it's not Thanksgiving yet, but I'll have it ready. So, and if you're coming to the spring retreat, the theme for the Smalls Exchange for that is patriotic. I did have a request, and I'm trying to be respectful of everybody's beliefs. And I know the fall one, I said no Halloween, that it was just to be fall, and that will be the same for next year. But somebody requested that we not have anything religious because they are not a Christian. And so they don't want anything that is religious. So we want things that if you got that, you know, you went up and got that gift, we want you to be happy with it. And we have to take everybody's different beliefs into consideration. So I want to be respectful of that. So I didn't go with spring because I know a lot of spring things are Easter. And so someone at the retreat actually suggested to go patriotic. So I chose that because that's pretty wide open. And but it shouldn't say anything about God or anything, even though I am a believer. And you know, I talk about that. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a believer, but not everybody is. And we don't want someone to get a gift that they don't want to use. So keep that in mind. And we're try to be respectful of all of that. So we just want to keep it general that anybody could want it. So my current punch needle that I'm working on, I just drew this out last night, and it's Be Sweet by Heartstring Samplery. This is going to be a shop model for the shepherd's needle. So I am a model puncher. Yeah, I know you've probably heard of model stitchers. I'm a model puncher. And this is what I'm going to be punching next. I have it all ready to go. And these are the colors. Let me see. I have something white. It's kind of got some lettering on it, but there's the colors for it. Really pretty. And I have an idea for finishing this. If you remember back a couple weeks ago, I got a teapot, and it is kind of a mustardy yellow color. And I have to see after it's all done if it would look good on that. And then I have to ask the person that I'm making it for to see if she would want it on that. Or I might put something of mine on it. I'm not sure. But that is my current project for punch needle. Now, I do want to show you a freebie that I found. If you do wool applique, this is on farmhousethreads.com. And it's a wool applique. And there's something going with, like, I don't know if it's every week. I think every week there's this, 12 weeks of Christmas. And each week a different designer is offering a free pattern. And this was on the wool applique group, but I'm not exactly sure which wool applique group. But this is a free pattern. It's a PDF. And what I want to do is I'm just thinking of doing this little snowman right here and do some of those as Christmas ornaments. I won't do the whole thing, but just some of those for Christmas ornaments. I think that would be cute. There it is close up. Hopefully you can see. I don't know if I'm getting it in screen or not. Okay, so that is farmhousethreads.com. It might not be available anymore for free because it was last week's stitch. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the gifted items. There's a lot. And again, I apologize. I don't remember who gave me what. Yesterday in the mail, I got this cute little bag from one of my subscribers, Teresa. This side is right side up. So thank you, Teresa. And this is just a little thing like to put your threads and scissors in, and came with a little gift card and a tea bag. And it says, I hope you have a wonderful retreat. I wanted to send you something for your kindness and generosity. I enjoy watching your videos. Thanks. So thank you, Teresa. I love it. And this is the information for who made it. It was not made by Teresa. Oh, let me move my fingers covering it. Stitch Toolbox. And this is all the information for the different social media. I hope it's clear. So on Etsy, it's Stitch Toolbox. On Facebook, Stitch Toolbox. And on Instagram, it's CALADO0066. And you can find those there. So I love this to put my threads in and my scissors. Speaking of scissors, I want to show you. I got new scissors recently from Amazon. Here's the brand. And I have a pair of Fiskars 4-inch curved scissors that I've been using for punch needle, and I love them. But once these just have a little bit of a curve to it. There you can see it. Not as curved as my Fiskars. But let me tell you, these are so much sharper. And they were less than $10 for 2 pair. One is curved and one is not. So I'm going to put the link down below. The other pair is pink. And then this is the mint green, which if you see my camper, you know I like that color. So they are, when you have to frog and cut things, this is so much pointier and sharper than my Fiskars are. So definitely, I'm thinking about actually getting some more just to have them. But I'll put a link down below for that. All right, so when I got to the retreat, somebody gifted me this. And it has a little needle minder on here that says Gina's Needle Minders. And it has a little bird in the birdhouse there. So cute. And I love this fabric. So I used this bag at the retreat, and I got all kinds of goodies stuffed in here because as people gave me things, like I was putting them in this bag so I didn't lose them because I was pretty spread out. I had a mess. So some of this, like I said, I haven't even went through it. So we're going to go through it now. So here's a little gift bag. And I'm just going to say a general thank you to everyone because, like I said, I don't know who gave me what. Okay, so this is a little mesh bag with a Werther's and some stickers. And let's see what the stickers are. It's a coffee Werther's. I should have something white. So it has a Halloween one, camper, and fall leaves. So let me see if I can get those up there. So those are little stickers, like a Volkswagen bus. And the candy. All right. And there's more in here. I don't know if it's all from the same person. So this is a DMC thread and some candy and a little leaf needle minder. It's wooden. It's super cute. Thank you for that. It has a little magnets on the back. I haven't been using needle minders because I'm stitching in hand, but the needle minder that I bought myself is super heavy, so I can't really use it on that. But this one feels lighter, so I might be able to use that one. Okay, I have another mesh bag. Now, there were some caramels in here, and I ate some of them last night. I did find this one. So this has cranberry pomegranate tea and French vanilla and chocolate cocoa mix. That sounds wonderful. And a Tootsie Roll, but there were some caramels in there too. Thank you for that. I ate those caramels last night. But I didn't take the time to go through. I'm being honest. I did not take the time to go through all these bags last night. Okay, here is another one. So I got a pen. It says, never, never, never give up. Great motto to go by. And these are for gripping the extra fabric. Those little grippers. Some little scissors. Now I got a set of these at a swap from Facebook. Not in the summer. I can tell you where they are. I lost them. But now I have another set. And I got another set from someone else. So this, I think, is a floss ring. Love the color. Perfect for the camper. And then some little charms. And there is, let's see if I can turn them around so you can see. Okay, there's, let me put this paper behind it. Things are falling. You see it's sideways, but there's like a little car with a pumpkin on top. There's a camper. There's a pumpkin. And then there's a charm that says 2023. So those are super cute. Oh, and my bag fell. Hold on. Okay, also Betsy Barn Creations. Okay, I think this is from Lillian then. I think that's her shop. So Betsy Barn Creations on Instagram, Facebook, and Betsy Barn Creations at gmail.com. Etsy shop, etsy.com, Betsy Barn Creations. And there is the tag that will take you to that. So I think that is Lillian. If it is, thank you, Lillian. There is no one else on the earth just like you. So sweet. So this is a little notebook. Put my notes in. So that will come in handy. And let's put everything back together. Okay. What is next? This one I know is from YouTube channel, The Appalachian Stitcher. This is from Renee. So check out her channel, The Appalachian Stitcher. And this has a little card in it that you pull out, and it has her QR code on it. So if it's clear enough, you should be able to scan on there. And then she made, I don't know if she made them, but it's a cute little envelope. And then it has an organic breakfast tea in it and a little scissor charm. And then the card fits in the front here. So that's a great way to market your business. We did have, I think, 5 floss tubers there. The Appalachian Stitcher, the 14 count Ada girl, which is Tina, and Sassy Jacks was there, Kim, and me. And then Alex was there, and I'll have to look up her channel and put it, but I will put links to all of them down in the description box. And this one, it's a cute little pumpkin bag. And this is from Elizabeth Little, and it has a little needle threader with some beads on it and a Jolly Rancher. So, and it has the information from the retreat. So thank you, Elizabeth. She actually was one of my table mates. We had a quiet table. Not everybody did, guys. We're not saying nothing. And this is a honey stick. I think that went with Renee's stuff. I'm not sure. I forget. That was a honey stick. Sassy Jacks brought little goodie bags for everybody. So let me see what's in here. I picked mine out because it had this gorgeous prim green thread. If that shows up right on here, but it's very prim. And these are little stickers, like holographic stickers. And another pair of those cute little scissors. So I should have plenty of scissors now. And then this is her card, Sassy Jack Stitchery. And she will not be at the March retreat, but I think she's going to try to make it to the fall one. And then this card, and I think that I'm going to put this maybe on the back of that big stitch that I'm doing. It got a little bit wrinkled. So, I don't know. Is it yeah, it's a sticker. I haven't used one of these before, but I think I'm going to put that on the back of that big stitchery that I'm doing since it's a gift. I'm not sure. But that was from Kim. And her store hopefully will be open sometime this month. And then someone else gave me this, which is a thread bed, I think. I haven't even opened it yet. I love getting all these little goodies when you go to a retreat. So this, yeah, is a thread bed with a needle holder on there. Super cute fabric. You know, the person, Wanda, gave me that camping project bag that I showed on the last video. And we also had one to give as a door prize, and it was the first prize picked, not surprisingly. But I told her, because I sent her another email yesterday, and I said, I didn't know I needed a project bag until I had one, because I had just been using Ziploc bags. But now that I have one, I am so happy with it. And it's actually, I think it's right near me, so let me get it and show you. In case you hadn't seen it, this is what was gifted to me, and another one for a door prize. And I get her card out again. This is the information for it. If by chance you can't read that, just let me know. It is Old Crow Mercantile, and it's oldcrowmercantile@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Handcrafted Goods by Wanda Wolf and Lisa Comfer. So I've got that. All right, so let's see what else is in here. So this is a little, I'm actually going to put this on my keychain for my cars. That is the same design as the needle minder that I bought. That is pretty heavy. So if you can, let me see if I hold it up on the white. It says Happy Camper, and it has a vintage camper on it. So I'm actually going to put that on my car keychains. And then there's some more candies, some Werthers, some cute stickers, little vintage campers, and Welcome Autumn. Super cute. And then there are some little charms. I don't have any charms, but now, well, I didn't have any charms, but now I do. So it looks like there's a couple leaves in here. I'm not going to take them out of the package. There's a dragonfly and a bee. So, and I don't know how much you can see them. But thank you to the person that gave me that. And then someone else had, I think she said these are silks. These here, whoops, not that one. These three. I think she said those were silks. And she was giving them away, and I just took like the prim colors that I wanted. Moe's Sale. It's charcoal, crocodile, and tapenade. Tapenade. Yeah, it says silk on it. So I have never stitched with silks, and I don't know how different it is. Is there something I need to do different? Let me know in the comments. And then these, I think these were, well, I'm not sure who these were from. Cosmo threads. And again, I picked prim colors. So I'm not sure who those were from. And then for my smalls exchange, I got this cutest little thing. So I was watching this girl stitch the whole time, and I kept saying, what does your bag look like? Because I knew she was stitching Prims, and I wanted to get something Prim. So I was like, what does your gift bag look like? And she just wouldn't tell me. So by the luck of the draw, I got her thing. And I had no idea that it was hers, because actually something happened to her bag or something. And so she reused, I don't have it with me, but she reused a bag that someone else gave their little goodies in. And so there were 2 of them up there. So I didn't know what I was getting, who I was getting it from, which was fair, kept it fair. But this is what she gave. How adorable is that? It's an owl. And she stitched this pumpkin. She stitched that band while she was there at the retreat. So, so cute. I know the lighting's bad. So I love that. It's so cute. That's definitely going out in my fall display. Lillian, and I hope she doesn't mind me showing you this. She took our logo and she made, well, this isn't the actual chart anyway. She made a pattern for everybody and gave it out. So that was so sweet of her. Thank you, Lillian. And one person actually stitched it while she was there, and that'll be in the pictures. But so I'm not sure. It's 62 by 39, so it's a small stitch. And it says chart designed by Lillian Wilmoth, Wilmoth, model stitched by Sandy Hill. So I don't know what she's going to do for next time, but she's already talking about trying to come up with something for next time. So we have a memory one. Okay, I have another bag. Yeah, we're not done yet. And I think this is from Lillian. And these are the bags that were recycled, I guess. So we got a hand sanitizer, cute little thing. This adorable pumpkin. Look at that. We all got one of those on mine. It's Prim Rusty Orange, which is perfect for me. We got some, let me see, these, I think are tissues. Little tissue pack. So those are great to keep in your purse or your stitching bag. And a card she gave me. Here's the card. And it says, thank you so much for this amazing retreat, bringing us all together to share our love of crafts, stories, and to make memories that we will cherish a lifetime. We all look forward to your floss tube and many more retreats together. Happy crafting, Lillian. Thank you, Lillian. I made some great friends this time, guys. I'll tell you, I can't wait to spend some time with them again. And some of them I will be with before the next retreat. I am going to Lori Brecklin's Christmas open house, December 2nd. I've reserved a campsite not too far from her. And I'm taking my little camper for the weekend. And I'm going over to her studio that Saturday, December 2nd. I think it's 10 to 4. You have to get on the list because she's only allowing so many people. And I'm excited because I've always wanted to go there, but it's over 4 hours away. And then before I go to her studio, I'm actually going to Pennsylvania, and I'll get to see my 2 boys for like 4 days. And then on the way back, I stop in Virginia for the weekend and go to Lori's. So I'm excited. And a couple of the people that were at the retreat are going to be there. And one that's going to be in the March retreat is going to be there. So I'll get to meet her. So love hanging out with the Prim gals. So somebody gave me this when I first got there. Again, totally, I don't remember anything. So I'm so sorry. But this is Woolly Charms. It's not as bright as what it's looking there, but different colors, look, of blues. So for wool applique, perfect. And these cute, adorable little charms. Let me put something behind it. Aren't those cute? Looks like my little camper with that color. So those are actually, they're buttons. They're not charms, they're buttons. DressItUpShop.com. And it's called, this one is called Hitting the Trail. So I had those in the bag with the other stuff. So let me see. This was one that was gifted to me. Somebody gave me. I definitely want to make that. I like the Humble Stitcher patterns, so I want to make that. I think it's fall. I don't know. Tell me what you think. It looks, I can't tell, like, is that just flowers on there, or if they're fall, or what it is. Let me see. Doesn't say on it. But that was, there were so many freebies. Oh my gosh. Everybody brought stuff. It was so, there was so much. This one I know is from Kathy. Now, Kathy got to, her and her husband arrived early, and they didn't realize, they wanted to stay at a different campground for a couple of days, and they didn't realize that that campground was right next to the campground where the retreat was. Well, they just happened, I was there at this other campground at Creekwood Farms, and I was there for a vintage group rally, and Kathy and her husband, Carl, were right across the street from me in the campground. So they hung out with us, went out to eat with us and everything with our group. One night there were 18 of us went out for Mexican. So if you saw on my Facebook the picture of Kathy like drinking that, I think it was a margarita with a beer bottle turned upside down in it or something crazy like that. I had never seen one. But so we had fun, and we got to know each other a little more than the other people because we got to spend more time together. So, and her husband is a pastor, and I asked him to come and say a prayer the last day just for everybody to have like a safe trip home, and just thanking God for this blessing. And let me tell you, he just went over the top, and he made it very personal, and I was very touched. It just touched my heart. So thank you, Carl. Be back. Okay, gonna pull myself together here. So this stuff is from Kathy, and she said she wanted to bring us gifts from Louisiana. So we have Louisiana hot sauce, and she told me that it's okay for me to share this with somebody because I don't like spicy stuff, but I will definitely share that on my next camping trip. And Aunt Sally's Creole pralines. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. Gonna try that out. They drove all the way from Louisiana with their camper to come to this retreat in North Carolina. Okay, so this is just a little notepad, sketch pad, or you could put stickers in it. This is here. It's from Kathy Huff, Louisiana. And I have another little pair of scissors. I have lots of scissors now. I used to think I only needed one pair, but then I lose them. And this is a little needle minder. I'm not sure how it's shaped, what direction it goes, but that is the state of Louisiana, and it's wooden. A little magnet on the back. Thank you, Kathy. And a little pencil to write in your little notebook. And you got some little beads with fishes on them. Thank you, Kathy. Very personal gifts from your state. That was a long way to go. She said, I said, wow, why did you drive all the way out here? And she said, just to meet you. So that was so sweet. So I think I got everything, guys. While I was camping with my vintage friends, I got out the wool, and Kathy got to make a proddy flower. It's Proddy. If you Google that, it'll show them to you. And I'll insert a picture here of the one that she made. And then, and my friend also made one, my friend Renee, and I'll put her picture in here. She's one of my camping friends. And then when we were at the retreat, I actually showed the girls, a couple other girls, how to make them. And I don't know if I got pictures of those, but if I did, I'll put them in here. So I showed at the retreat how to do the proddy flowers, and also how to do punch needle embroidery. So that was special time. But next time I'm going to keep it a little more condensed so that I get some time to stitch, because I want to stitch too. And the last day was so busy. I felt like I was running around crazy and I didn't get to stitch at all. And so I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to, and of course, this was my first time. So, I didn't quite know what I was doing, but the next time I will. It'll be easier. And so I'm going to insert some pictures here. This is going to be a long video. I'm already at 46 minutes. So my videos are never this long. But I'm going to insert some pictures here from the retreat. And then for this smalls exchange, I'm going to put that as a separate video because not everybody might not be interested in that. So if you're interested in that, you can be looking for that probably tomorrow. I'll put that up, and it'll just be, everybody going up, picking their gift, and then opening it in front of everyone. And I will edit out the parts of, where there was just waiting time. So while they were choosing, but I'll put that on another video so this one doesn't get too long. But I did take everybody outside. It was a little bit blotchy with the sun and the shadows, but we tried to get a picture of what everybody was working on, and their names. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to, like if I see the name, there wasn't anybody there named Donna, but just say if there was, and I see that name, I'm like, which one was she? So I did this so that we could, and I always made sure the name tag showed in the picture so that we can match up the name to that face. If like you see that person comment on Facebook or something, you'll know, okay, that's who that was. So that's the reason I did that. But and then some of these pictures I'm going to show were taken by other girls at the retreat, and I just asked them to share them on Facebook and that I would post them in the video. So there's going to be a few pictures like that. And I wish there were more. And if you have some and you haven't posted them on the retreat event page, please go over there and post them, and then I'll share them on my next flosstube video. So I think that's it. I know this is long for me, but actually I think I might just put all the pictures on a different video. I'll put them all together instead of putting them at the end of this one. And because personally myself, I don't like watching videos over an hour, and I know that it would be long. So I've changed my mind because it's a woman's prerogative. So I'm going to take all those pictures that I took and we'll just have what they call a photo dump, and it'll be on a separate video if you want to watch the pictures. So please, again, subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, I was only 50 away when I looked last night from 3,000, and we'll have some. I already have a bag of stuff here that somebody gave me to use for giveaways. So everybody has been so generous. I want to thank again Teresa Kogut for donating door prizes. The Nebby Needle donated door prizes. Cross Stitch and Crafts, my LNS, donated door prizes. And one of the people that were there, Susan, she donated 3 kits, and Lisa donated 2 boxes that how they're decorating the inside of the box for like a little travel case. She donated them, and the Campin Stitcher donated a PDF pattern, so that of the winner's choice. So I think that was everyone. If I forgot anybody, I'm so sorry. But I just appreciate every one of you, and thank you for making this retreat a success. And I hope to see y'all at one in the future. Bye, everybody.